Hello, this is the Dover Public Schools YouTube channel. I'm your host Cody, and today we will be reviewing things you need to know for turf grass management. Now, we used to have a turf grass team. Sadly, it was abandoned, but I think we should share this knowledge with others. Anyways, let's get into it. So, first off, these are our cool season grasses. We have tall fescue. Now, tall fescue, it grows in clumps sometimes, and it's a pretty ordinary looking grass, which I think is great because it can complement other plants you have. Definitely a grass worth looking at. Next, we have colonial bent grass. Now, it's called bent grass because you can see right here it bends towards the end, so it's a really easy grass to remember. Another really common one. Right here we have fine fescue. I think it's a lot better than tall fescue. That's just my personal opinion. But you can see it's layered around this tree here and just makes it look really fluffy and inviting in this atmosphere. I would love to have some fine fescue. Unfortunately, all my grass is Bermuda, which is fine. Now we have perennial ryegrass. Now, I think ryegrass has an E right here, but I'm not very good at spelling sometimes. So if you have this on a test, please put the E there. I don't want to be responsible for anyone misspelling things. But you can see it kind of looks like a wheat or rye. It's a pretty easy grass to remember. I'm personally not a big fan of this grass. I definitely prefer the fine fescue, but to each their own. I just don't think it's very grassy looking. That's just my opinion, though. Anyways, our next grass is... Oh, that's Kentucky Bluegrass. I love Kentucky Bluegrass so much. It's definitely my favorite grass. I could go on and on. I'm sorry, I'm giddy as a schoolgirl right now, but I really love Kentucky Bluegrass. It has these little pokey outy majiggies, and it just cheers me up every time. I love seeing Kentucky Bluegrass. Definitely my favorite cool season grass, by far. Now we have annual ryegrass, just another ryegrass, really. Looks a little bit greener, at least in these pictures. I definitely prefer it over the perennial ryegrass. And this time it has the E right there, which is nice. Now we have, yes, velvet bentgrass. I really like it next to this water. It looks really good in this picture. I think if you were building a small pond, velvet bentgrass would be the grass to go for, but it's really thin grass. Sometimes that's what you want, but I almost prefer the thicker grasses a lot of the time, so personally I would not use velvet bentgrass. Now we have annual bluegrass. It looks a lot like the Kentucky bluegrass, really. Another solid grass, honestly. Okay, and now we have creeping bentgrass. Now, don't let the name fool you. This grass is not creepy at all. It's called creeping bentgrass because it slowly moves along the ground. You can see the roots for these grasses. What's the plural for this grass is way over here. So it kind of slumps to the side, which is pretty unique for a grass. Now we have our warm season grasses. So right now we got the Manila grass. Okay, this is a really low resolution picture. This one doesn't really show anything either. It looks just like regular grass. I mean, really ordinary. Not even ordinary to the point where it's good ordinary. It's just kind of bad. Bleak. Next we got hybrid Bermuda grass. Cynodon dactylon XC transvalensis. Holy moly, that's a long name. We got some more low resolution images. It almost looks like it's kind of creeping, like that creeping grass from before. Tell me if I'm wrong, at least in this picture. This picture just looks like regular freaking grass. Moving on, we got common Bermuda grass. That's my boy. Okay, Bermuda grass all the way for warm season. No argument. Now we got seashore paspalum vagitum. That's gonna be a hard name to remember if you're trying to memorize these grasses. The way I remember it is seashore has palm trees, and these kind of look like palm trees right here. That's how I would do it. Moving on, we got St. Augustine grass. Overrated in my opinion. This is the grass that grass wannabes own. Okay, you're not a real grass enthusiast if you have St. Augustine. Okay, just stop being a pompous prick and get some real grass. Okay, next we got Japanese/Korean lawn grass. Oh, I love this grass. I've actually forgotten about this one. It's very fluffy, bumbly looking, very cheerful. I'd still go with Bermuda personally, but this is a nice grass. Okay, now we have Kikir grass pensitum clandestum. Didn't really see anything cool about that grass, just kind of lame. Okay, now we got Centipedigrass. Okay, all I gotta remember is centipede, because it looks like a centipede. Really cool looking grass. I think the best use for this would be in a small terrarium. You get to really see the grass's beauty in that environment. Might also be good for landscaping, like around a koi pond. Very detailed grass. Now we have buffalo grass, Butololo. Doesn't really look that unique to me. It's another thin grass. It looks to have these little wavy things. If I were to come up with a way to remember this, I would say that these kind of look like wings, like Buffalo Wild Wings. That's what I do. Leave a comment down below how you would remember buffalo grass. Next, we have Blue Grama Butolo grassleaf. They got a lot of these little fuzzies on them, and I think they look really cool. But I think having this really tall grass around would get pretty annoying, so I'm not a big fan. Why'd that pop up a second time? Okay, we got double slides going on. Okay, now we got Bahia grass, Paspalum notatum, and it splits into a little Y shape, and it has these beads. Don't really have a way to remember this. Okay, now we have some diseases, and I'm gonna go ahead and cover these as well. Oh no, that doesn't look good. A brown patch. This is pretty easy to remember. A brown patch is a brown patch in grass. Oh no, mushrooms? What is this? A fairy ring? Well, that's a nice name, but I can tell you that this is not good because it's on the list of diseases. So if you see a ring like this, you might want to get it taken care of. Now we got the Bermuda grass decline. I hate it when this happens. This is when your Bermuda grass just starts dying off and starts getting all these little ugly brown patches. I guess it's not the same thing as a brown patch because it's more evenly diverse. Now we got large patch. This is like the brown patch, but on a larger scale, I guess. Getting really creative with these names, I see. Now we got leaf spot / melting out. That's a cool name. Oh yeah, this grass is getting all orange around here. Okay, so it looks like it's melting. Nice. These diseases are pretty easy to remember. Leaf rust. Yeah, it does look pretty rusty. Looks a lot like the melting grass, but this is on leaves. Okay. Now we got the dollar spot. Ooh. Looks like a dollar coin, I guess. Okay, now we got the take all patch. There's nothing there. It's all gone. It took it all. Yep, no grass in this spot. Now we got the frost slash freeze injury. Aw, yeah, those leaves. Man, it looks cold in that picture. Brr. Don't want your leaves getting frosted. That's bad. Now we got localized dry spot. Okay, looks the same as the big patch. Pythium blight. Looks kind of like spider webs. This zoomed in picture makes it look really creepy. If I had this in my lawn, I'd probably just burn it, within a few feet. Just get rid of it, even if I got rid of a lot of grass in the process. I don't like that stuff at all. Leaf firing, drought. Fire blight is a disease that can kill blossom and shoots and cause dieback of branches from canker. I don't know what that. It's dying. Okay. I don't know why this one has a description, the others don't. Oh, this has a description too. Soil compaction. Soil compaction occurs when soil particles are pressed together, reducing pore space between them. Okay, so this machine's running over this grass. That's obviously not good. Wet wilt. Wet wilt occurs when there is adequate soil moisture, but the plant's root system cannot absorb water fast enough to meet its transpiration demands. Okay, that's interesting. Mower injury. Uh-oh. Any mowing which removes an excessive amount of top growth is called scalping. Yeah, you don't want to trim your grass too low. That's for sure. Thatch. Oh yeah, the layer of organic matter that accumulates on the lawn around the base of the grass plants. Yeah, that's thatch for you right there. Yep, the thatch. Now we got black layer. Black layer is an accumulation of metal sulfides in pore spaces of soil. Its presence is an indicator that redox potential is low and that hydrogen sulfide is being released. Don't know much about hydrogen sulfide, but since this is on the diseases list, I think that's a bad thing. Now we got weeds and physiological problems. I'm probably going to end it off right here, though. I'm probably going to continue through this slideshow in another video. Pretty soon we start talking about insects. Oh, army worms. And tools like this thing. It's a whole banquet of knowledge in this Google Slides. I hope you learned something from this grass showcase. God bless.